Okay, so there's a whole bunch of actual movies and series in here. I left two from up above there, and I'll explain why in a bit. Uh, but this one, Star Wars, which just says Star Wars, but you should actually say, it came out as just Star Wars, A New Hope. But some of it doesn't have the actual New Hope written on it, but yeah, anyway. And then this is the Empire Strikes Back, is episode 5. Return of the Jedi, episode 6. So in this one, like I said, the Republic and the Separatists are kaput. And Chancellor Palpatine, I forgot to say, supposedly, it was supposed to be Chancellor Palpatine and Count Dooku would rule the Empire. But Count Dooku actually died in episode 2. I forgot to tell you that. My bad. He died in episode 2 at the hands of who? Anakin Skywalker, who was being shepherded by who? Chancellor Palpatine, to become who? His new second right hand. And to become who? Sorry, it's going higher. Darth Vader. Let that sink in. So, Chancellor Palpatine is ruling as Darth Sidious, and he has a new number 2, who? Anakin Skywalker, who was pushed away by the Jedi, embraced by the Chancellor, Darth Sidious, to become Darth Vader. His new number 2 right hand in arms, leader of the armies, of the stormtroopers of the Empire, basically. So Darth Sidious let Darth Vader run around and do everything, scare the universe into their submission, and oh yes, I said that Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, had kids with Padme Amidala, forbidden, but he did. He had twins. He didn't know about, he knew he was going to have kids, but he thought his wife died. Obi-Wan, an omission of the truth can be called a lie, but he did not say that she was actually dead. She was actually alive. And she gave birth to twins, but then she died. Sorry, I built that up in the wrong way. But she did die, tragically giving birth to the twins, Luke Skywalker and Leia Skywalker, who then became Leia Organa because she was adopted by the Organa family. They were a prominent, I want to say ministers, prominent people in the Republic, which is now broken down. So because they are the children of this new bad guy Darth Vader, Obi-Wan and Yoda felt that these kids should obviously not grow up in a toxic household with a daddy who breathes like this. Kids, where are you? Right. So they took them and hid them separately. So they both grew up They both grew up not knowing that they had a twin. Luke Skywalker grew up on Tatooine on a moisture farm. And like I said, Leia Skywalker was adopted and became Leia Organa. But anyway, so this one, Star Wars, opens actually about like 20 or so years after episode 3. This is episode 4, because the twins are all grown up. And they are, where they are supposed to be. Leia is still is in the Republic, then became the Rebel Alliance, because obviously they were flabbergasted at what had just happened, and they still were opposing the Empire, but not as the Republic, but as the Rebellion, the Rebels, the Rebellion Alliance, and she was part of it. So she was part of the Rebels, and it actually opens on a scene, like I said earlier in the episode before this, where one ship is chasing the other ship. The ship that's chasing is got Darth Vader. The ship that's being chased is Leia Organa, father chasing daughter, but he doesn't know, because she has the plans to destroy the Death Star, which is like a mean machine that the Empire came up with of destroying worlds. So she has the plans for it, of how to destroy it, and she wants to get it to the Rebel base so that they can come and attack it and boom, blow it up. But Darth Vader obviously doesn't want that, so he's chasing her. where are the plans? She gave the plans to a little droid. The droid was sent to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. Where's Obi-Wan Kenobi? On Tatooine, overshadowing Luke Skywalker. And that's how we get into that movie. The droid ends up in the hands of Luke, and he plays the recording. Obviously, look for Obi-Wan. He finds Obi-Wan, and then Obi-Wan's like, okay, fine, we got to get this thing back to where? To the Rebel base. And they get it to the Rebel base, and then obviously they go into the plan to destroy the Death Star, of which they do. But in all of that, Luke does meet Darth Vader, and they fight. And the classic line that comes, Obi-Wan did not tell you what happened to your father. Luke, missing a hand. He said, you killed him. Something like that, I'm paraphrasing. You murdered him. No, I am your father. No! Yeah. I can't remember if it was this hand or this hand. It's right. Sorry. Just imagine me doing all that again, but missing this one. Because you're clutching it like this. Wait, it is the right hand, right? They are a family of amputees. Because Darth Vader himself does not have his right hand from here, doesn't have his left hand from here, he doesn't have his feet from around the knees. Thanks to who? Well, this one, his right hand is thanks to the Count Dooku. Count Dooku is actually is the one who chopped it off. And the other three is thanks to me. Hello there. I don't know why I'm dancing. And so yeah, family of amputees. Leia's the only one who's got all her fingers and toes. So what was I saying? Yeah. Luke, Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, the Death Star destroyed. Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back. That it says it all in the name, and they strike back hard, like really hard. And oh yes, Han Solo, Chewbacca. That's when we meet those characters, and they are present in all of these movies. And Han Solo obviously has a liking towards Leia, and they do get together and they have kids, which we will discuss in the next trilogy. So yeah, these ones, Luke goes to Dagobah to look for Yoda to be trained to become a Jedi like his father before him, and Yoda does his best, and when he next meets Darth Vader's like, oh, you have improved. Not in that voice, obviously. It's like, oh, you have improved. Okay, you can't even hear that. So yes, they fight. What happens? I need to refresh my memory. So throughout these ones, the Empire keeps finding the rebellion's base, and obviously they attack, they have a huge fight, and then the rebels flee. So here they were on Yavin 4, I believe. Then they go to the ice planet Hoth on this one, but they're soon evicted, very soon, very, very soon in the beginning of the movie. And then they go to the moon forest of Endor, of which I think that's where they end off this movie in, I think, the Ewoks, those cute little furry thingies that thought 3PO was their master. Yeah, so basically in this one, the battle is between Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, and the Sidious involved, versus Luke Skywalker, the only other Jedi well, I'm sure there were others, but this movie just focuses on those three. And in the end, good guys triumph. They defeat the Empire. They destroy all the death machines that they were creating. Darth Sidious gets thrown down a shaft, and he's trying to electricity his way. But I don't know what he was doing. He was just dying. Last kicks of a dying horse. And Darth Vader dies, but not before helping his son kill Darth Sidious. And as a result, he suffered, fatal wounds and succumbed to them, died. Luke gave him a proper send-off as his dad, who came back to the light. And oh, how can I miss that? Obi-Wan dies. Sorry, I'm just dropping lots of death bombs. Obi-Wan dies in this one, the first one. He is struck by Darth Vader, but as he's struck by Darth Vader, he joins the Force and becomes a Force ghost. Not many Jedis have done that. It takes lots of skill to do that. Qui-Gon is the one who actually started it. He explained it in Clone Wars when he appears to Obi-Wan as a ghost. And Obi-Wan's like, "Why hey, funali?" Yeah, sorry. And then, so yeah, that is these three. Now on to the last three. Oh, Rogue One is just a standalone movie that comes between episode 3 and episode 4, and so does Solo. Solo is the origins of Han Solo. Rogue One is the mission that they partook in to steal the plans for how to destroy the Death Star. And when they had the plans, they handed them off to Leia. So the end of this movie is literally the beginning of this movie. Remember I said Darth Vader is chasing Princess Leia because she has the plans to destroy the Death Star. She got them from the people who sacrificed their lives in Rogue One to get those plans. Jyn Erso and the dude she friend zoned like right as they were about to die. I love you like a brother. Boo, dead. Man, Star Wars has got so many names for you to remember them all. He's getting his own series out. Cassian Andor. I knew it had something with an Andor at the end of it. Cassian. There's the other dude in that one. He had the robot who was an Imperial robot but reprogrammed, but it spoke the truth. It like had no filter. Cassian says, "I have to like you." And then obviously there's the priest. I am the one with the force is with me. I'm one with the force and the force is with me. Yeah, cool characters. Yeah, anyway, to the next three.